Hello and welcome to my 2025 Club World Cup predictions, where we will be going through the FIFA bracket. But to do this, of course, and let's see who I think will win this summer's tournament and who will be going home early in the group stages. So into the first four groups we will go, and we will do it like this, and then we'll go into the knockouts, etc., and do it all like that. Into Group A we've got Palmeiras, Porto, Al Ahly, and Inter Miami and Lionel Messi. Of course, I think Porto will top the group here. I could just see it. I think Porto will be really, really well. They'll be absolutely brilliant, won't they? Because they've got some absolute crap in their group. Palmeiras might cause them a few issues, but I think it's going to be between that second spot between Miami and Palmeiras. But then Al Ahly aren't bad slouches either. They could even get in there. In second, I am going to go Palmeiras, though. I think they will get ahead of Inter Miami. I just think, yes, Lionel Messi plays for Inter Miami. They could all three of these sides could get into second place. I think Porto will have enough strength being in Europe, having better players, etc. Palmeiras into second, the Brazilian champions, I think. So yeah, they will belong in second, although they did win it a few years ago, actually. And then third place, I will go into Miami and Lionel Messi, of course, and then Al Ahly bottom, but they could spring a few surprises, so don't be surprised. Into Group B we go. I am going PSG to win the group. I think PSG will be Champions League winners, know what they're doing. They've got some brilliant players like Doué and Dembele, all them good players. Donnarumma and net, very strong back line as well. So yeah, I'm backing PSG to win the group. I think Atletico Madrid will be in second. This is kind of an obvious prediction from me. So yeah, I think PSG will win the group. Atletico Madrid in second, and then I am probably going for Seattle over Botafogo, but that could be a real toss up between each one. Backing. Oh no, actually, I think Botafogo are actually an okay side. No, I'm going back to Seattle just in that one. I think Seattle will be all good. Bayern Munich will top Group C, quite obvious, with the likes of Auckland City, who are going to be dreadful. I think they're going to be terrible. But then I think it'll be a straight shootout between Boca Juniors and Benfica for that final spot. Boca Juniors, do they have any memorable players? I don't think they do now. Benfica have Rafa. I think they did have Pizzi a few years ago, but I think he is finally retired or whatever. Benfica, I'm not sure. They have Otamendi at the back. Don't know much about these sides, but I'm going to back Boca. I just don't know what. I think the Argentinian side will carry through in this one. I know Benfica are probably favourites to get second place, but I'm going to back Boca Juniors to get second, and Benfica to finish third, and then obviously Auckland City. Don't really know much about them. I know they're the A-League champions, but compared to the other leagues, they are absolutely dreadful. And into Group D, LAFC qualifying against Club America on the weekend and winning that game in extra time by 2-1. So Chelsea will win this group. Flamengo and LAFC. I mean, Carlos Vela plays for LAFC. They've got decent MLS players, one of the best sides in the MLS. But Flamengo are a different golf, I think, and they will get through with the South American quality. Or will they? No, I'm going to go LAFC and switch it around. I'll go LAFC into second spot here and do that nicely. LAFC I think actually will get through in this one ahead of Flamengo, and then obviously I do not know anything about Espérance Sportive de Tunisie. I think they're just the best team in Tunisia or the best team in Africa for all that season. So yeah, back at Chelsea, LAFC, Flamengo and Tunisie in that group. Into Group E to H we go, and topping Group E, I've gone for Inter Milan. I mean, why would you not back them to top this group with the group they have got? River Plate might cause some issues for them, but I doubt it. I think Inter Milan will plug through in this one. And then it's a bit of a shootout between, actually, speaking on Inter quickly, Inter losing the final to PSG 5-0, that might dampen their momentum, but I doubt it. Into the final spots here, River Plate I think will get second, and then Monterrey in third quite comfortably, and then Ua Red Diamonds will finish bottom. They could spring a bit of a surprise, a bit like Al Ahly could spring a couple of surprises, shocks, but yeah, I think they will finish bottom, and River Plate will get through to second. Group F, I'm really torn between Dortmund and Fluminense to top group. I know Dortmund probably should top the group. I know most European sides should top their groups in this one, but I don't know about Dortmund. There's something about them that I might just not think they will top the group. I think they'll top it over Fluminense though. Dortmund to top this group, and then I'm just gonna go Mamadi Sundowns into third spot, and also HD. I don't really know a lot about, so I think they will finish in fourth. So yeah, there's a bit of a potluck between those two, but yeah, Dortmund top the group from Fluminense. Into Group G we go now. Who do I back in this one? It's going to be tight, but I think I'm going to back Manchester City I know they've got Rodri back now from injury, so that will help them massively, and it might just be the old Man City that might return. And then obviously it's going to be Juventus, and then, so the top two will be supplied by European teams. Once again, I'm not sure how Juventus got into this Club World Cup because they haven't been to any Champions League finals recently. But yeah, I'm backing Manchester City against Juventus in this one, and Man City to top their group. Juventus finished second, and then I'm going to go Al Ain into third. I think they're from Saudi Arabia, and I think Wydad Casablanca, or is it Wydad Casablanca? I don't know. Wydad will finish bottom, and into the final group we will go. I am going to back Real Madrid to top the group, and then it is kind of a bit of a shootout between Al Hilal and Salzburg. Salzburg aren't bad, they're no walkovers, they're no sleepovers, and this is the first team in Europe that I might see struggle and to another side. So I am actually going to back Al Hilal to finish in second. I think they've got the likes of Koulibaly, Milenkovic, Savic, some other brilliant players in their team, and yeah, I think Al Hilal will finish quite comfortably ahead of Salzburg. And then we have got CF Pachuca in there. Don't know a lot about them, but I think Real Madrid's quality of Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, all them will get them through in this one, and we will jump straight into the knockout stages now. Into the knockout stages we go, and the first game is Porto versus Atletico Madrid. I sense a bit of a shock here, and I could definitely see it. Porto, well, I don't know a lot about them. They did well in the Champions League. I could see Simeone losing his cool maybe a little bit in this one. I could definitely see Porto getting the job done in this one. I'm going to back them as well, because why not? Porto get the job done here over Atletico Madrid, and I could see them beating them. Bayern will beat LAFC quite convincingly, you would imagine. Inter against Fluminense. Fluminense might give them a bit of a game, but I can see Inter powering through. Man City take on the Saudi boys of Al Hilal, which might be a bit of an issue for City, even though they should have the power to get through this one. So yeah, back City. I'm just backing all the European sides. I know it's boring. I know it is. But it's going to happen, and City are going to beat them, and that's a really nice quarterfinal. PSG will beat Palmeiras quite comfortably, you would imagine, the winners of Group B taking on the runners of Group A. Chelsea will beat Boca Juniors. I'm gonna prepare for this. It's gonna be a shock. I'm going back River Plate to beat Borussia Dortmund. Don't know why, just in America. Well, that's not the reason. But I think they might have climatized to a bit. I think Dortmund won't exactly play this tournament for their, they won't put all their best players out. I can see some teams doing that in Europe, and we made it get a completely different Club World Cup. Yeah, but I'm going to back River Plate to beat Dortmund in this one, get over the line. And then we will back Real Madrid to beat Juventus. They will have enough quality in that one. And yeah, we'll jump into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. Into the quarters, semis, and final we go. Porto versus Bayern Munich is the first one. Porto will get this far, but I think they're going to come up trumps, and they're not going to win this one. And that is why I'm backing Bayern Munich to win this in Philadelphia. This game will take place. Manchester City are going to beat Inter. I just think Inter might have just felt the losses of that semi-final. Man City with Rodri back as well. They are going to be really tough side to beat, you would imagine. So backing Manchester City to beat Inter Milan away from home. Not away from home, away in the tie. But yeah, I think City will get the job done over Inter Milan in this one. And then we go to the other quarterfinals, which will kick off at 5 and 9. And PSG against Chelsea. I think PSG, the Conference League winners, against the Champions League winners. I'm going to back Paris Saint-Germain in this one to get over the line and get the job done in this one. And then the final game is Real Madrid taking on River Plate. That's right, River Plate. Probably what I've said, knocking out Dortmund. We could get another Champions League final where Dortmund play Real Madrid, but I can't see it. So I'm going back Real Madrid to get over the line, and that leaves us with 4 European teams. All the South American teams are knocked out. Bayern against Manchester City. I think Vincent Kompany and Bayern are tricky customers. Yes, they are. But I think Man City and Pep Guardiola are going to have enough quality to shine through. They've got Rodri back. They'll have Haaland, Marmoush, Gundogan. They'll have all their star players, and then I'll probably have John Stones back from injury as well. So back in Manchester City to get the job done in this one, and then PSG Real Madrid. What a semi-final this would be in the Club World Cup. PSG the winners of the Champions League. Real Madrid won the Champions League probably it's like 16 times now. PSG under Luis Enrique are a really tough side to beat. This could go all the way to penalties, folks. Could be an absolute cracking game of football. Who do I back? I know it's probably boring. I'm going to back Real Madrid. I think they'll have the experience of big game competitions. PSG, yes, they won the Champions League, but they did get slightly fortunate in the fewer games. And then we've got Manchester City against Real Madrid in the final. Who is my pick to win that? Well, City, this could be a game for the ages. It really could. They've played some great games in the Champions League in the past, and they're probably, depending on what players they take to the Club World Cup, do bear that in mind, by the way, folks, if they do take the wrong players, not the wrong players, they're backup players for the Club World Cup, and they might want to prepare for the season a bit better. But this is ideal. This might just be a pre-season tournament for these guys in New York, New Jersey, at the MetLife Stadium. I am going to back Real Madrid, experienced. They've won the Club World Cup the most times out of any other club, and they're going to do it here again, in my opinion. I think they'll get them playing Xabi Alonso. They've got Trent for this tournament as well. So yeah, my Club World Cup winners for 2025 are Real Madrid, and I think they will get the job done over Manchester City in the final, who will have Rodri back, and that is why I've backed them all the way to get to the final. So Man City are my club, not Man City, Real Madrid are my Club World Cup winners. Thank you for watching my Club World Cup predictions for this summer's tournament. If you did like what you see, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And yeah, I will speak to you on the next one, which I'm not sure what that'll be. It might be some Nations League final predictions. I'll see what I've got lined up. Might even be some more tier lists on fans and stuff and all that. So yeah, stay tuned to keep posted. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll speak to you on the next one.